to our YouTube channel. I am Creamcat. I am the founder of the Sister Code. Happy International Women's Day. It's a beautiful day to be alive. And then women are celebrated all over the world, and it's so interesting to see women and the great things they've done being celebrated. And yes, I was going to ask, is there Men's Day? I've never heard of it. And why? Why would we celebrate women and not celebrate men? I think everybody needs to be celebrated. We are all very important to the earth, both the male species and the women. The female species. I'm back. So I'm here to talk about the purpose of a woman. Why did God make a woman? You know, we've had people act drama over this purpose. So many people have reasons why a woman has been made, and then I just want to share my understanding and share from a meeting we had on Sunday and the Sister Code. I'll read from the scripture, Genesis chapter 1. From there we'll take our bearing. Genesis 1 verse 27 to 28. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God he created him, male and female he created them. Then God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply, fill the earth and subdue it, have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over every living thing that moves on the earth. That's the purpose of a woman. To multiply, to replenish the earth, to subdue it, to have dominion. So if God has made us with this purpose in mind, why are we not living it out? Okay. So when we're talking, a lot of people had this, that a woman's purpose is to be a helper. Okay, I kind of disagree. The purpose of a wife is to be a helper, but the purpose of a woman is not to be a helper. So as a woman, you have two dimensions to your purpose on earth. If you end up marrying somebody, you have to be a wife and you have to be a woman. So when God made us, there's a purpose he has made us for, and there's a part of the earth, there's a sphere in the earth we are supposed to dominate. Some people will dominate in business, some people will dominate in cooking, some people will be the best cooks in the world, have the best cookbooks, some people will dominate in what again? Some people will dominate in business, some people will dominate in finance, some people will dominate in the banking industry, some people will dominate in entertainment industry, some people will dominate in cooking. Some people, we see men and women dominating in cooking, being the best cooks all over the world. Some people will dominate in business, some people will dominate in fashion. There's so many things, technology, social media, so many things that God has called us to dominate in. So a woman's purpose is not narrowed to being a helper. There are women that die single. So are you telling me they did not fulfill purpose? No. Purpose is beyond that status of being a wife. And because our society has enclosed the purpose of woman to you're a wife, you're a wife, you're a wife. We see so many women dying because they don't have a ring on their finger. We see so many people being unfulfilled because there's no man in their life. And then we are told by scripture in Colossians that we are complete in our union with Christ. So why are so many women unfulfilled? Because they are not married. So the purpose of a woman is to replenish, to multiply, to dominate. So now when we say replenish and multiply, so many women say, is that not also giving birth and getting married and stuff? Yeah, that's part of it. But then God said he created man in his own image, and then he blessed them. He told them to be fruitful and multiply. That means they carry a seed in them. That's the capacity to multiply. We see physically that we all have, men and women, we have the seed and the capacity to multiply, give birth to future generations. But beyond that, God said he made them in his own image. So there's an image they're supposed to be multiplying. And until you carry that image, you can't multiply effectively. And we see people multiply even without giving birth to children. We see people multiply in the area of spiritual children. We see people multiply in the area of business. They are mentors to great businessmen, and they raise great businessmen and women. That is multiplication. That is being fruitful. because you're multiplying what you have into the lives of other people. We see people who died and their lives are still multiplying. We see great men and women of faith who have long passed from this world, whose words we cannot keep, whose names have not left our lips. We keep talking about them because what they fulfilled purpose, they multiplied, and their lives are still multiplying even now. There's a multiplication beyond biological multiplication of sperm and ovum. There's a greater multiplication. We multiply the purpose, the abilities God has given us, the capacities that He has given us, the things He has shown us, things He has taught us. We multiply beyond just having children. There are people that you would see they probably just give birth to a child or two, but they have thousands of children all over the world. People who have read their books, people who have listened to them, people whose lives have been changed by one encounter with them. That's purpose. That is part of what God has called us to do. So as a woman, your purpose is not just to look forward to being married. Your purpose is to reflect the image of God. 1. Number 2, multiply that image into the lives of people. 3, find where God has called you to dominate. And in that place that He has called you to dominate, you will see that you're effectively multiplying. You're multiplying into the lives of other people. And then I'll give us one scriptural example and one example from normal life, but also a biblical person. We see Deborah in Judges. Ignore me, I'm trying to find it in my script. You see Deborah in Judges chapter 4. Being the wife of somebody and being the ruler of Israel, these are two different things. And then we are supposed to be like, okay, Israel is where God started to, spread His influence all over the earth. It's just Israel is just the heart of God. And then we see a woman be their ruler. Doesn't mean that she was helping. We did not hear that Lapidot was the ruler and she was helping him. She was the ruler. Lapidot was not even helping her. The Bible never stated such. But she was his wife. And her responsibility as a wife did not interfere in her responsibility as a judge. She even had the guts to even go to war. So we are trying to understand and we're trying to say that as a woman, you have greater purpose. You can also be a wife. And you can also dominate in the place God has called you to. We see, there's a woman I'm studying, Margaret Thatcher. And honestly, I'm falling in love with her. She had a lot of flaws, she had a lot of pitfalls, but she had a powerful personality, she had a powerful character, and she was wonderfully married, and she still became Prime Minister of Britain. That you are a wife does not stop you from effectively dominating on the earth as a woman. So I want all of us to just know that as a woman, you have greater purpose. Your purpose is not supposed to end as I'm a helper, and then because there's no man coming, you're feeling very depressed. Your whole life is cycling around, when will I meet him? When will I meet him? When will Mr. Right come around so that I can, start to fulfill purpose? You can fulfill purpose even as a single. You can fulfill purpose now. You don't need. Your purpose is to be fruitful, to multiply, to dominate. So when you're doing these things, you're fulfilling purpose. Whether the husband comes, it doesn't come, you're fulfilled, and you can leave this earth a fulfilled woman. Another example is Catherine Kuma. She wasn't called to marriage as such. I can say that because the marriage she attempted wasn't. Catherine Kuma, the marriage she attempted, it was an attack on her purpose, crippled her ministry. She couldn't preach for like 8 years because she went into the wrong marriage. So sometimes marriage should be left out of it. We should serve God. Our purpose, our utmost purpose as people, as men, as women, is to be fruitful, to multiply, to have dominion in the earth. When you understand, there are certain things you wouldn't die for, there are certain things you wouldn't crave. It is very normal for a woman to want to have a man, very normal for a man to want to have a man. God understood this when He brought about marriage. He understood the need for companionship. But our companionship is a very separate deal from the call and the purpose of human beings on the earth. So I hope we were blessed by my short video. How will you be celebrating your Women's Day. On the Sisterhood, we have tons of activities. You can follow our handles on social media to catch up with what we're doing. We have meetings, we have shows. We'll be talking about some people talking about first date, some people talking about meeting your in-laws for the first time. Different people are coming to talk. We have a Q&A session. We had a business session this morning. We had everybody turning up their business, showing us what they had to do, and then it was really beautiful. And then that's just it. I hope you were blessed and that you understand that your purpose is beyond being a helper. You have a purpose, so get to it. The world is waiting for you. So many things in the world are actually failing because women have refused to accept that this is their purpose. So I hope you're accepting yours today, and God bless you. Thank you for watching to the end. Have a wonderful day.